Hi, my name's Conor Ahern, and today I'm interviewing Edwin Hubble. So, Mr. Hubble, do you think you'd tell us a little bit about yourself and your project? Certainly. I began my professional career as a lawyer, but in 1914 I switched to astronomy. With advancements in technology and astronomy as a science, I helped to support the expanding universe theory. By plotting 18 galaxies against their redshift, I discovered a direct relationship where galaxies were moving away from the Earth at a rate proportional to the distance from it. And do you think you could tell us about any other significant events happening around the world at that time? My research began in 1914, but I was interrupted when I had to serve in the First World War as a part of the U.S. infantry in France. I was able to resume working after the Treaty of Versailles was signed in 1919. By the time our work was published in 1929, the 18th and 19th Amendments were ratified, banning the sale of alcohol and allowing women to vote respectively. Mickey Mouse's first ever cartoon, Steamboat Willie, premiered, and the Great Depression was brought on by the stock market collapse of 1929. So, could you tell us about who else was involved in the project? My partner Milton Humason was an integral part of the project. Together, we calculated the Hubble constant to be 500 kilometers per second per megaparsec. Henrietta Leavitt was also indirectly involved, as her contributions to the techniques of using variable stars as a distance of measure helped me come to the conclusion that the Andromeda Nebula was actually its own galaxy, made up of hundreds of billions of stars. And what would you say your role in the project was? Well, I analyzed the shift in spectral lines and also calculated values for the speeds of various galaxies. I also put together the Hubble sequence, which I use for classifying galaxies. And what impact do you think that your project had on the physics community? The data my work provided helped to disprove the notion that the universe was static, and provided evidence for the Big Bang theory, as my theory suggests that the universe began in a concentrated area and is constantly expanding outwards. Proportional rates of change I mentioned earlier suggest that the 18 galaxies must have begun their existence in a close proximity to one another and expanded outwards over time. And one final question. What issues, if any, did you encounter with your project? Actually, there were a few. Using my distance to speed ratio, I calculated the universe was actually 3 billion years old, which conflicted with the widely accepted idea that it was actually 13 to 15 billion years old. This, in conjunction with creationist theory, and many people taking a conservative approach to science at the time, caused my ideas not to be adapted very quickly. Well, Mr. Hubble, thank you very much for both your time and your contributions to science.